Hey guys, how's it going? So, with the new Godzilla King of the Monsters movie coming out last week, and all the excitement behind that, and with all the positive feedback I've got from my other Godzilla videos, I've decided to finally show you guys how to draw King Ghidorah. Now, this drawing is definitely going to take some time, and so if you're following along, you're probably going to want to, stop, pause, do whatever you need to. So there's going to be lots of details in this one. I'm going to try to fit the entire King Ghidorah in this piece of paper right here. So just kind of bear with me, guys. Follow along and let's have some fun with this. So to draw King Ghidorah, he is very big. He is huge. We've got to fit 3 heads in here, the body, and some wings. So I'm going to be drawing this pretty small just so we can get all of the details in here. So first I'm going to draw the first head in the middle. So I'm going to start off with an eye right about here. So I'm going to make a small sad face, and then I'm going to draw a small happy face underneath it. Now over here, I'm going to draw that same shape, a little sad face, and then a little happy face underneath it. Now, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to make a curved line that goes up and then down for one eyebrow. And then I'm going to draw that same shape over here for another eyebrow. Then I'm just going to take this line and I'm just going to connect it to the back of here. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to connect it to the back of here for this eyebrow. Now, I'm going to draw a line right here that just kind of curves down to show where his nose is going to be. And then to draw his nose, I'm going to make 2 little black dots right here. Just color them in. And then I'm going to draw 2 curved lines around each one to show where his nostrils are. Then, starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that kind of curves out and goes in. And then I'm going to draw a little line down here to connect that space. Then, starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that curves down, goes up, around, and then curves back to here. Then I'm going to draw a line back here for his mouth that goes up and then down. Now, I want to draw some teeth in his mouth. So, first, I'm just going to make some different size V's in here. You want to fill up his mouth with different size little V's and teeth. Then where I ended this line, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of comes down and then around like this. Then I'm going to add a few more teeth in here, do some little triangles and stuff, and then just connect that line there. So we got the start of his face and his mouth. Now, starting under here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves around. It's going to come up here and then come around here like that. Now, on top of his head, he has some little spikes and things. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a couple little triangles on top of these eyebrows for some spikes. And then I'm going to draw a really curved line here for one horn. And then I'm just going to bring that line back down here for the rest of the horn. Then I'll do the same thing here. I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves up and then kind of comes back down for the horn. Then I'm also going to put one horn in the center of his head like this. Now, to finish off his head, I'm just going to draw a line that just kind of comes around here and in between the horns like that. Then I'm going to draw a line here to show where his nose is. And then I'm just going to draw two little lines underneath the eyes like this. Now, behind his head, he's going to have some different spikes and things. So I'm going to draw right here, and I'm just going to make kind of like a spiky zigzag line that goes around here and over here, just for some more little details. So that's one head. Now let's draw another head over here, and we will connect all of the necks and everything in a little bit. So I'm going to draw another head over here. So to do this, this one, I'm going to have this one a little bit lower. So I'm going to draw a little smiley face right here for an eye. And this time I'm going to take a line and I'm going to draw this line down here, kind of like a little stretched out S. Then I'm going to curve this line back and bring it to here, just like that. Now, over here, I want to draw the other eyebrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a curved line like this. And then I'm just going to draw another curved line in here just like that. That'll show where the other eyebrow is. Then, starting right here, I'm going to draw a little line down. And then I'm going to make his nose again. So this time I'm going to make those two dots just like I did before. I'm going to put two curved lines around it. Then I'm actually going to throw another bump in between there. Then I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw a line that curves down and goes up and then comes back around like this. And then I want to make his mouth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here on this line, and I'm going to draw a line that just goes up and then down. And then it's just going to kind of swing back around here like this. Then I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves around. And it's just going to go right around here and form the jaw. Now let's add some teeth. So I'm going to add some of those different shaped V's in here for the top row. Just add some different sizes in there. And then the bottom one, I'm just going to put some of these nice little triangles in here. And then I'm just going to connect it like that. Now, on top of here, I want to add some of those horns again. So I'm just going to draw kind of like a curved line right here that goes up and then comes back down for one horn. Then I'm going to draw this horn with a little bit of a curve. And then just bring it right back down towards the head. And then I'm going to put another one of those horns in the center like this. Now, I'm going to draw those spikes around his face again. So I'm just going to start here, and I'm just going to add some of those different size spikes. Just have them go all the way around like this. And I'll add a line right there to finish off the head. Then I can add a few more lines. I can put a line here for the nose, add another line, underneath the eye, put a spot over here for the eye, little cheek, things like that. Then I can also draw a few little spikes underneath his chin. I could do that for this guy too, like that. So we got two of the three heads done. So now let's work on that last head. So this one, I'm going to put this head over here. And this one, I'm just going to draw it from a side view. This one's a little bit more of a frontal view, not completely frontal, but a little bit more. This one's kind of like a 3/4 view, and this one will just be what we call a profile view or just a full side. So to do that, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw that little smiley face again. And then I'm going to draw a line that curves up and then goes down like this. I want to make sure that eye connects there. Then I'll draw the eyebrow. I'll just kind of curve this around and just kind of follow that shape, kind of like a teardrop. Now on this one, I'm going to draw a little line that goes down. And then I'm just going to draw a line that kind of curves around like this. Then inside of here, I'll draw a little black dot for the nose and then put that little bump around it. Then I'm just going to curve around and go up and then down and then just kind of come around like this. Then right here, I'm going to add a little bump. And then I'm going to draw a line that goes up and around and just kind of bring it around like that for the jaw. Now let's add some teeth. So I'm going to once again draw those V's. I'll keep a big one in the front and then just draw different size ones right here. Then I'll draw those triangles, big one in front, and then some smaller ones right there. Now this one I'll actually draw his tongue sticking out, just like this, a little curved line. Now for the horns. So I'm going to put a horn right here above the eye. I want to make this one a little bit curlier, so I'm going to go down, up, and then kind of curve it like this. Then I'm just going to kind of bring it back right around here. I'm going to throw one more on here, kind of looks like a shark fin. Then I just want to connect this line right there. Now I'm going to put those spikes around here, so I'm just going to kind of make them different sizes. Go all the way around there. Then underneath here, I'm just going to draw some of those spikes on the bottom of their chin. And then for a few details, I'm going to add a little line here. Add a little line that kind of like a little broken line around the mouth. And then I'll put another line underneath the eye like this. So there we go. Those are the 3 heads right now of King Ghidorah. So now what we need to do is we need to make the necks. And there's going to be 3 different necks that are all going to be joining onto one body. So first thing up here is I'm going to draw the middle neck first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here at these little spikes that I drew. And I'm going to draw a line that curves up to the horn. And then I'm going to curve it up to here. And I'm going to stop right there. And the reason I'm stopping is because I want to put a little spike here. So I'm just going to draw a little shark fin like this. And then I'm just going to connect the bottom. Then I'm going to continue with this line. I'll stop. Draw another little shark fin. And then connect it. Then I will just continue this pattern down, or just continue this line down here. And I'm going to bring it real close to the face, and I'll stop it right about there. Now, I need to draw the rest of the neck. So, I'm going to start right here at the top. And I'm just going to draw a little line that kind of curves around here. Then I'm just going to go around and then bring it back to the face. And then I'm just going to kind of start here by the mouth and bring the neck back down there. Now I want to make it look like this neck is kind of twisting around. So what I'm going to do is, starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that curves around, and I'm just going to bring this all the way over to here. And this will kind of look like this is the back of his neck, and this is like the belly of his neck. And we'll add some details in here in a minute. So then, let's start with this guy. So over here, this one's pretty simple. I'm just going to start right here at the top. I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves up, and I'll bring it all the way to this guy. Then I'm going to start this neck right here, curve it up, and I'm just going to bring it down. We'll go a little bit farther and go right about here. And I'll just go ahead and bring this one down a little bit. Now for this one. So, to draw this neck, this one's pretty simple too. I'm going to start here at the top, and I'm just going to draw a line that just kind of curves up. We'll bring it in a little bit like this and have it come to this line. Then I'm just going to draw that same shape right around here. You don't want it to be too skinny. And I'll bring it right to about there. So there we go. There are the three necks right now. So what I'm going to do is, starting right here, I'm just going to draw a line that goes right down the center of this, right to about there. And then on this one, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw that line down the center. I'm going to jump over all these little spikes and go right to there. So there we go. There are the three necks. Now, we need to draw the body of him. So, first, I'm going to start off right here, and I'm just going to make kind of like a little zigzaggy shaped line. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just kind of make a line. It's kind of like spiky, like this, because he's got some spiky scales on him. Then I'm just going to draw a big curved line right in here that goes around like this for his body. Now, for his feet. So to draw his legs and feet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves out like this. And then another one that just kind of curves out like this. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to draw a line that just kind of curves down and then back around like this for 1 foot. And then I'm going to draw another toe over here, and then one more over here. Then I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves this back up to here. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves down and back to here. And then just put one more here and one more here. And then I'm just going to connect this to here. He's got some short, big legs. Then on each of these, I'm going to draw the claws. I'm just going to put a curved line on each one of these toes. And then do the same thing over here. Then I'm going to draw an extra little line, kind of like a broken line around these, just to show where that toe is actually sitting in there, where the claw is. Just like that. Now for the wings. So, the wings of King Ghidorah, they're kind of really stretched out. So I'm going to start my first wing right here, and I'm going to draw a line that just goes out here to that neck. And then I'm going to jump over it like this. Then on the end of this, I'm going to draw a little curved line like this. And then I'm going to bring this back down to here. And I'm going to jump over the neck and come right to here. This wing is going to look very similar to the Rodin drawing if you guys watch that one. So then I'm going to start another one right here, go out to this face, jump over it, and this time we'll just make a spiky line that kind of comes back to here. You don't have to go all the way to the belly, or the body I should say. Then I'm going to draw another one that kind of comes out like this and back. And then we'll draw one more that comes out and then goes back. Then, in between here, I'm going to connect these with not really a straight line, but just a line that's got a little bit of movement in there. I'm going to bring it back here to the leg. Then I'm going to do the same thing up here. So starting here, I'm going to draw right to this head. I'm going to jump over it. Draw that kind of curved line at the top. And then just bring this back down, jump over the head, like this. Then I'm going to draw another spiked line, go through the mouth, and then bring this back to the body. And then put one more here. And then one more over here. Then just kind of connect it with those lines. Like I said, they don't have to be straight. This will make it look a little bit more realistic. Then, what we need to do is we need to draw some claws on here. So at the tip of these, I'm going to draw a big claw on the end of each one of these. Then, I want to add some more details onto here. So, I want to continue with some spikes. So starting right here, I'm going to draw a few spikes that go down the neck of this head. Then I'm going to draw a few spikes on this one. And then I'm going to put a few on this one. These just kind of look like little shark fins that go all the way around. Like that. Now, on the neck, they have like this scale pattern. So to do that, I'm just going to start here and I'm just going to make some curved lines on here like this. And these lines are just going to curl all the way to the back of the neck. And we'll end them right there. Then I'll do the same thing on this one. I'm going to kind of curve these all the way around. Then I'm just going to curl these around. So I go right there. Now, you can add lots of little details and different texture and things on here. Right here underneath all these necks, I'm going to add some of these little kind of spike lines just to show where the necks finally reach the body. It just kind of helps it break it up a little bit. Now, King Ghidorah has lots and lots of these different scales and stuff on him. So, what I'm going to do is just to draw some scales is I'm going to make some of these lines a little bit longer. And I'm just going to put some of these V shapes in here. I'm going to put these all over and I'm going to make them different sizes. Make some small, make some big. Put some on the edge there. And I'm just going to kind of fill up his whole body with these. just to add some different texture to make it look like these are all over. And you can put some next to each other, have some of them touching. That'll make it look pretty cool. Kind of like that. I'm going to put a few more of these lines over here. Then I'm going to put some of these lines on here too. So I'm going to put these kind of going at the side though, to show that the neck is kind of curling around. Just put lots and lots of these little V shapes or triangle shapes all around there. And just kind of fill them up. And you can put them all over. You don't even have to put these on here if you don't want to. I just think it looks really nice, gives it some nice texture, nice detail, things like that. Then you can also put some on his legs too. Filled up with lots and lots of scales. And you can put some on his feet too. You can make them get a little bit smaller the farther you go down. Kind of like that. Then I'm going to add a few more spikes down here too, or scales, just to kind of show where some more detail is. Now, one of the last things that we have to do is we have to add his tail. Now, King Ghidorah actually has 2 tails instead of 1. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line right here that just kind of curves out and goes out like this, kind of like a big stretched out S. Then I'm going to bring it back all the way to the body like this. Then I'm going to draw a line that kind of comes up here like this and just kind of goes out like that, just show that there are 2 tails. Now his tail's pretty easy. It just has all these different spikes and stuff on here. Like this. I'm going to draw the same thing here, kind of put it behind the wings. Like that. Then I can add a few more of those scale patterns down here on both of these. And there you go. There is your drawing of King Ghidorah from Godzilla King of the Monsters. Took a long time, but it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to clean up some different areas and stuff in here when I start coloring. And I'm going to add some different lines and texture and stuff with my markers. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this.